Most people think Zen is something distant, something you find in mountains, in silence, far away from noise, far away from responsibility, far away from modern life. But that is a misunderstanding. Zen was never about escaping the world. It was about staying steady within it. Because the truth is simple. The world is not going to slow down for you. The notifications will not stop. The pressure will not disappear. The noise will not fade on its own. So if your peace depends on silence, you will always feel overwhelmed. That is why Zen matters today more than ever. Not as a philosophy, not as an idea, but as a way to exist. In this video, we are going to break it down into 5 simple principles. Not complicated, not mystical, practical, because Zen is not something you believe in. It is something you practice. The first principle is this: awareness comes before control. Most people live their entire lives on autopilot. They wake up, check their phone, scroll without thinking, react without noticing, and by the time they realize it, their mind is already full of noise, full of tension, full of other people's thoughts. But Zen begins in a different place. It begins with noticing, not trying to control your thoughts, not trying to force calm, just observing, watching your mind like you would watch the sky. Thoughts come, thoughts go, but you do not chase them. You do not fight them. You simply see them. And in that moment, something changes. Because the moment you become aware of your thoughts, you are no longer controlled by them. That is the first shift. And without it, nothing else works. The second principle is this: do one thing at a time. Modern life is built on distraction. Multiple tabs open, multiple conversations, multiple tasks, always switching, always rushing, always divided. But a divided mind is a restless mind, and a restless mind cannot be at peace. Zen is the opposite. It is not about doing less. It is about doing fully. When you eat, just eat. When you walk, just walk. When you work, just work. No second screen. No background noise. No mental escape. Just presence. At first, this feels uncomfortable, because your mind is used to stimulation. But if you stay with it, something begins to settle. Your thoughts slow down. Your focus sharpens. Your energy stabilizes. Because peace is not found in doing nothing. It is found in doing one thing completely. The third principle is this: reduce unnecessary noise. Most people are not overwhelmed because of their life. They are overwhelmed because of what they allow into their mind. Constant scrolling, endless content, voices, opinions, information. All day, your mind never rests. Your attention never resets. And over time, this creates a quiet exhaustion. Not physical, mental. Zen requires space. Space to think. Space to breathe. Space to exist without constant input. That means you must become more selective. Not everything deserves your attention. Not every notification matters. Not every piece of content is useful. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is nothing. Sit without your phone. Walk without music. Exist without distraction. Because when the noise drops, clarity returns. The fourth principle is this: accept what you cannot control. This is where most suffering comes from. Not from what happens, but from resisting what happens. You cannot control everything. You cannot control people. You cannot control outcomes. You cannot control every situation. But most people keep trying. And that creates tension, frustration, anger, Stress. Zen teaches something different. It teaches acceptance. Not giving up. Not becoming passive. But seeing reality clearly. Without fighting it. Because when you stop arguing with reality, you free your energy. You stop wasting force on things you cannot change. And that energy becomes available for what you can control. Your actions, your focus, your response, that is where your power is. The fifth principle is this: create small rituals of stillness. Most people wait for peace. They say, "I'll relax later. I'll slow down when things calm down." But things rarely calm down. Life keeps moving. So if you do not create stillness intentionally, you will never experience it. Zen is built through small moments. A few minutes of silence in the morning. A walk without distraction. A deep breath before reacting. A pause before speaking. These moments seem small, but they are powerful because they train your system. They remind your mind that it does not have to rush, that it does not have to react instantly, that it can slow down. And over time, these small rituals begin to shape your entire state. Now step back and look at the full picture. Zen is not about escaping life. It is about changing how you move through it. Awareness instead of autopilot. Focus instead of distraction. Silence instead of noise. Acceptance instead of resistance. Stillness instead of constant reaction. These are not big changes, but they are deep ones. Because when your inner world becomes calm, your outer world feels different. The same problems feel lighter. The same situations feel manageable. The same life feels clearer. Not because life changed, but because you did. That is Zen. Not something you find, something you build, one moment at a time. If you stay with it long enough, something quiet begins to grow inside you. A space that is not easily shaken, a mind that does not chase everything, a presence that is steady, and in a world that never stops. That becomes your greatest advantage.